Welcome back to the car. We are sitting here, engine idling, at the Chicago Rockford International Airport. Before we even shift into drive, I want you to just listen for a second. You hear that low hum in the distance? That is the sound of the modern economy. You might think of O'Hare or Midway when you think of Illinois aviation, but this place, RFD, is a beast. It is consistently ranked as one of the busiest cargo airports in the entire country, sometimes even the world. We are talking about a massive UPS hub that operates while you sleep. At 2 in the morning, the sky here is a conga line of heavy jets bringing in packages from Cologne, Anchorage, Tokyo. It's a fitting place to start our drive because it sets the tone for what Rockford is. A city that moves things. A city that works. All right, let's pull out. We are heading down Airport Drive. We are going to hang a right and merge onto Kishwaukee Street. Now, get comfortable, because Kishwaukee is going to be our companion for a long stretch. This road is the spine of the south side. As we straighten out and head north, look at the land around us. It looks like industrial parks and open fields now, but I want you to close your eyes for a second. Well, keep them open because you're driving, but imagine this area in 1917. This was an empty space. This was Camp Grant during World War I. And again in World War II, this was a military city within a city. We are talking about tens of thousands of soldiers living, training, and marching right where we are driving. It was massive. In 1918, during the height of the Spanish flu pandemic, Camp Grant was ground zero for a tragic outbreak. Thousands of soldiers fell ill. Hundreds died in a matter of days. It is a somber piece of history that is baked into the soil here. If you go into the forest preserves nearby, you can sometimes still find the depressions in the earth where the training trenches were dug. The history here isn't just in books. It is physically etched into the landscape. We are cruising up Kishwaukee now, passing the environmental services buildings and the older warehouses. This is the gritty introduction to the city. You start to see the transition from the military history to the industrial history. For a huge chunk of the 20th century, Rockford held a title that sounds funny today, but was dead serious back then. The screw capital of the world. We made fasteners, billions of them. Screws, bolts, nuts, rivets. If you were a mechanic working on a Ford in 1965, or a housewife opening a refrigerator in 1955, or a pilot flying a plane in 1975, you were touching something made in Rockford. Companies like National Lock, Elco, and Chemcar employed thousands of people. Imagine this street at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday in 1950. The shift change whistle blows. Suddenly, Kishwaukee Street is flooded with cars and people. Men with grease under their fingernails, carrying metal lunch pails, pouring out of these brick factories. The air would have smelled like ozone and cutting oil. It was a city that hummed 24 hours a day, 3 shifts nonstop. That blue-collar work ethic, it didn't leave. It just changed shape. As we pass Harrison Avenue, look at the houses on the side streets. These are working-class bungalows. Modest, sturdy, built to last. A lot of the people who lived here were immigrants, specifically from Sweden. We cannot talk about Rockford without talking about the Swedes. In the late 1800s, a massive wave of Swedish immigrants came to Rockford. They didn't just come to work, they transformed the culture. They were master woodworkers, which is why before we were the screw capital, we were the furniture capital. The furniture made here was world-renowned. The Swedes established their own ecosystem here. They had Swedish-language newspapers, Swedish Lutheran churches on every other corner, and social clubs like the Lyran and the Svea Sonar. There is a story that in the factories, you could tell where the Swedish crews had been working because of the little tins of snus, Swedish tobacco, left behind. Even today, you go to the Stockholm Inn on the east side and you order Swedish pancakes with lingonberries. It's not a tourist trap, it's a local religion. Thin pancakes, tart jam, endless coffee. That is the taste of Rockford. We are continuing north on Kishwiki, getting closer to the core of the city. To your left, hidden behind the industrial line, is the Rock River. We will cross it soon, but respect it from a distance for now. That river is the reason the city is here. Germanicus Kent and Thatcher Blake founded the city in 1834 at a ford in the river, a rock ford. Simple naming convention, but it's stuck. I want to talk about the people who came with them, specifically Lewis Lemon. He was an enslaved man who was brought here by Kent. But in a move that was incredibly rare for the 1830s, Kent allowed Lemon to buy his freedom. Lewis Lemon stayed. He didn't run, he put down roots. He became a vegetable farmer, a successful businessman, and a founding father of this community. When you look at the resilience of the African American community in Rockford, particularly on the south and west sides, it traces a line all the way back to Lewis Lemon. We are approaching the roundabout. This is where the old industrial south meets the downtown district. We are going to take the second exit and keep heading north on Kishwiki. Look at the skyline starting to form. It's not Chicago, but it has a distinctive profile. You see the BMO Center? It's the arena where the Rockford Ice Hogs play. If you want to understand modern Rockford pride, you go to an Ice Hogs game. They are the AHL affiliate for the Chicago Blackhawks. We have seen guys like Corey Crawford and Nicholas Hjalmarsson play here before they won Stanley Cups. On a Friday night, that place gets loud. It's that same industrial noise, just channeled into cheering for hockey. We are making a sharp right onto First Avenue now. We are preparing to cross the river. As we loop toward the Whitman Street Bridge, look to your right. That is the East Side Commercial District. But look closer at the older buildings. There is a revitalization happening. Old storefronts are becoming loft apartments. There are coffee roasters, breweries, art galleries. For a long time in the 80s and 90s, the downtown felt empty after 5 p.m. But the pulse is back. Okay, here we go. We are taking the ramp for Whitman Street. We are going to cross the Rock River. Look left. This is the postcard view. You see the dam churning up the white water. You see the new library building rising up. And right there on the riverbank is the museum campus. That is the cultural heart of the city. I have to tell you about Jane. Inside the Burpee Museum of Natural History, which is right down there, is a dinosaur named Jane. She is a juvenile Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, finding a T-Rex is rare. Finding a teenage T-Rex is almost impossible. A team from Rockford went out to the Badlands in Montana and found her. She is one of the most complete skeletons in the world. For years, she was at the center of a global scientific debate. Was she a baby T-Rex or a tiny species called Nanotyrannus? Rockford science helped answer that. She put this city on the paleontological map. It's just another one of those hidden layers. You expect screws and bolts, and you get dinosaur bones. Right next to the Burpee is the Discovery Center. If you have kids, you know it. It's constantly ranked as one of the best children's museums in the nation. Not the state, the nation. We are across the bridge now, continuing straight to merge onto North Main Street. Take a breath. The vibe changes here instantly. We have left the factories and the downtown grid, and we are entering the North End. We are heading north on Main. This street is a timeline of Rockford's wealth. As we settle into this stretch, look at the homes. These aren't just houses, they are statements. You see the Queen and Styles with the round turrets, the Tudor revivals with the heavy timber, the arts and crafts bungalows. This is where the factory owners lived. The people who ran the knitting mills and the furniture cooperatives built these estates on the bluffs overlooking the river. It's a stark contrast to the small bungalows we saw on Kishwaukee, but it's part of the same story. The success of the factories built these avenues. While we are driving through this quiet, tree-lined tunnel, let's talk about music. You can't drive through Rockford without acknowledging Cheap Trick. Rick Nielsen, the guitarist, the guy with the flipped-up hat and the five-neck guitar, he is Rockford royalty. He didn't move to LA or New York when they hit it big. He stayed. He lives here. He invests here. He's got a pizza place here. There is something about his style. Loud, a little weird, hardworking, and catchy. That fits this city perfectly. And it's not just him. Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child, Rockford. Virgil Abloh, the artistic director for Louis Vuitton, who changed the fashion world before he passed away too young, Rockford. He went to Boylan High School. His industrial, deconstructed style of design always felt like a nod to his hometown to me. We are coming up on the area near the Anderson Japanese Gardens. You can't see the waterfalls from the road, but they are just to our right. I want to stress how significant this place is. It was founded by John Anderson, a local businessman, and designed by Hoichi Kurisu. It is 12 acres of absolute silence and beauty in a city that is defined by making noise, punch presses, airplanes, guitars. Having a sanctuary like that is essential. It is widely considered the best Japanese garden in North America. It's a place where you can watch koi fish swim and forget you are in a mid-sized Midwestern city. Just a bit further up, tucked in these neighborhoods, is the Loron House. It's a house designed by Frank Lloyd Wright, but it's unique. It was built for Kenneth Loron, a World War II veteran who used a wheelchair. Wright designed the entire home to be accessible decades before the ADA laws existed. He called it his little gem. It shows a side of Wright that was empathetic and human-centered. It's a masterpiece hidden in plain sight. We are approaching the roundabout at the junction of IL 2. We are going to take the second exit, staying on North Main, which becomes IL 2 North. We are leaving the dense city behind now. The houses are spacing out. The trees are getting older, taller. We are following the river north into Owen Township. As the scenery opens up, I want to talk about sports again, but not hockey this time. Baseball. We are driving away from it, but down on the south side is Bayer Stadium. That was the home of the Rockford Peaches, a league of their own. There's no crying in baseball. That happened here during World War II. When the men were overseas, the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League kept the sport alive. The Peaches were a dynasty. They won championships. They were tough. They played in skirts, sliding into bases on gravel and dirt. For a long time, the stadium was abandoned, just a field with a crumbling wall. But the city didn't let it die. They restored it. They fixed the ticket booth. Now, you see girls' softball teams playing there, running the same bases. It's a beautiful loop of history. We are in Owen Township now. The road is winding a bit. To your right, through the breaks in the heavy timber, you can catch glimmers of the Rock River. The river changes character up here. It's quieter. It's wilder. In the winter, this is the prime spot for eagle watching. I'm serious. Bald eagles flock to the Rock River when the northern waters freeze. You can drive this stretch in January and see them sitting in the bare oak trees, watching the water. It is a majestic sight. Also, think about the name of this place, Rockford, the forest city. We have one of the oldest park districts in the country. Despite all the concrete and the factories, the city prioritized green space from the very beginning. Rock Cut State Park is just east of here. 3,000 acres of lakes and trails. It's where we fish, where we kayak, where we cross-country ski. We are getting toward the end of our 20 minutes here. I want you to think about the trajectory of this drive. We started at a global cargo hub that connects us to the world. We drove through the ghosts of Camp Grant and the trenches of World War I. We drove up the spine of the industrial corridor, where immigrants built a life out of steel and wood. We crossed the river, where dinosaurs are studied and art is celebrated. We drove past the mansions of the barons and out here into the quiet of the river valley. Rockford is a city of layers. It is gritty, yes. We have potholes. We have winters that hurt your face. We have had hard economic times. But we are also a city of gardens, of music, of invention. We are the city that invented the sock monkey, literally from the Nelson Knitting Company, taking a gray work sock and turning it into a toy because we had to make do. That is the spirit here. We take what we have and we make something out of it. Whether you are here to see the gardens, catch a hockey game, or just driving through on your way to Wisconsin, I hope you look at the brick buildings and the river a little differently now. It's a tough town, but it's a good town. We are just about at the destination marker in Owen Township. The road stretches on, following the water, but this is where we part ways. Go find some pizza, get the tavern cut, trust me. Maybe grab a bag of Mrs. Fisher's chips and enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, everyone.